story time, it's my favorite time, spending time reading with you. Welcome to another story time with Gam Gam. Let's see what we have for today. Welcome back to Story Time with Gam Gam. We have a fun story about winter tonight. Some of you are experiencing the fun of winter, cold, wet, and snowy. Sometimes it's fun and sometimes not so much. But let's think about the fun stuff, shall we? Our story is Brownie, Groundhog, and the Wintry Surprise. This story was written by Susan Blackaby, and it was illustrated by Carmen Segovia. Brownie, Groundhog, and the Wintry Surprise. And this story was published by Sterling Children's Books. Oh, look at that feast. On a December afternoon, Brownie, Groundhog, and her friend the fox shared their picnic with a new friend, Bunny. A thin crust of ice rimmed the rocks around the pond. The fox picked crumbs out of his fur. Perfect picnic, Brownie, you said. What's next? Brownie yawned. Nap time. She wound her scarf around her neck. I'm going home to sleep until spring. Oh, that's a long nap, isn't it? Already? The fox's chin quivered. Oh no, what about me? You'll be fine, said Brownie. Each word puffed out of her mouth in a tiny cloud. Do you see that in the picture? You can do wintry things. Brownie packed up her basket. Just don't wake me up. And don't eat Bunny. She's company. Oh, Bunny looks just a little worried at that comment. A few days later, Bunny bumped into the fox, moping along the path. Oh, look, his head is down. He looks very sad, doesn't he? You seem blue, said Bunny. I am, the fox felt whiny. It's so cold. Move faster, Bunny suggested. Try to trick-trot. She zigzagged lippity-lippity over the frosty ground. Can't, the fox thumped against a trunk. I'm too sad from no brownie and nothing to do. Bunny draped the fox's tail around her shoulder. Too bad your tail can't reach your neck, she said. Then you'd have a snug scarf for doing wintry things. The fox sighed. A cozy red one, he said, just like Brownie's. No fair, said Bunny. She doesn't even need hers. She's sleeping. That's right, said Fox, suddenly cheerful. Let's go borrow Brownie's scarf. Are you sure this is a good idea? Asked Bunny as they crept into Brownie's house. Do you see the sign on the door? Do not disturb. And there's Fox's tail sticking out the door. Positive, said Fox. He leaned over the bump in the bed. Hello, he said. May I borrow your scarf? Brownie's answer came out sounding slurry and drowsy. Bleakity wipe, yam slippery, she said. Doony dizzer. Does that make sense to you? It didn't make any sense to me. Bunny tugged the fox towards the door. Let's go, Bunny whispered. Brownie just said, be quiet, I'm sleeping. Do not disturb. Nuh-uh, said the fox. She wants me to look in the dresser. But don't worry, I'll be extra quiet. The fox spotted Brownie's scarf and a woolly sweater. Then he reeled out strings of lights. Oh, he said, hatching a plan. These will be great. We can use them for looping and twinkling. How? Asked Bunny. The fox scratched his ear. Then he gave the Brownie bump a nudge. Psst, he said. Is it okay if we grab a ladder? Brownie sounded fuzzy and muzzy. Go away. Stop blobbering, bee. She snuggled deeper under her quilt. We need to leave. Bunny's eyes were as bright as buttons. Brownie said, go away and stop bothering me. No, Brownie said, go ahead and use whatever you need. If you try to, you can imagine almost anything there, can't you? The fox rummaged in the closet. thumping and bumping, clattering and clanking. "What's this stuff for?" asked Bunny, loading up a wheelbarrow. "You'll see," said the fox. He waggled Brownie's shoulder. "Excuse me," he said. "Hammer?" Brownie sat up, groggy and foggy. "Bumble crumpet, lemma sheep." "Did she say trumpet?" the fox clapped. "A trumpet would be terrific." "No," said Bunny. "She said, 'Let me sleep.' She sounds kind of mad." "Silly," said the fox. "She's not mad. She's sleeping." The fox jumbled in the cupboards, hunting and grunting. "Lucky us," he said, "a hammer and a trumpet." When the fox had everything he needed, he teetered the wheelbarrow down the path. Bunny trooped along behind, scooping up whatever spilled. Then they got to work. Looks like some things were falling out of the wheelbarrow. They twisted and twined, decked and draped, wrapped and snapped. What are they doing? Bam, 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 bam. The front door flew open. "Hey!" Brownie was wide awake. "Well, hi," said the fox. "You're up early." "What do you think you're doing?" snapped Brownie. "A wintry thing." The fox pointed at the wreath. "Sorry about the noise," said Bunny. "It isn't really noise," said the fox, steering Brownie out the door. "It's more of a surprise." Wow, look at that tree. All the lights and the ribbons and the wrappings and the glitter. That is really something. Do you think Brownie's surprised? Bunny tootled on the trumpet while the fox beat the drum. They marched 3 times around the tree so that Bunny could admire it from every angle. "A wintry surprise," said Brownie. "So jolly. What else have you got?" "We've got the hungry," said the fox. "Let's fix a wintry surprise holiday feast." Bunny nodded. "With pie," she said. "Do you like pie?" Around Brownie's table, the candles glowed. There were streamers and poppers, crackers and snappers. The fox passed out presents, and everyone put on party hats. They dangled spoons from their noses and sang songs and giggled until they got the hiccups. Bunny slurped 3 helpings of carrot soup, and Fox stuffed himself with stuffing. That's quite the feast. "I've never been to a holiday feast before," said Brownie, "but this was the best ever." Everyone agreed. Outside, the first big snowfall of the season blanketed the path. Brownie stretched, happy and dozy. "Time for sleep," she said. "Sweet dreams," said Bunny. "See you in February," said the fox. "And not 1 second sooner," said Brownie, and she shuffled off to bed. Do not disturb. I mean it. When the dishes were put away, Brownie and Fox tiptoed out of the house. Moonlight glowed on the snow and the lights twinkled in the tree. "That was nice," said Fox, "but I wish we had a little more pie." "Surprise!" said Bunny, and they ate every crumb. Do you see the last piece of pie? That was a very cute story for my brother Jim, who loves surprises, SB. For my Mexican family, a precious gift, JS. That was a really cute story, and I hope that this winter brings some fun surprises and some fun activities for you too. You have a great night. I love you. Good night.